On July 27, 2017, Passive House Canada launched an icebox challenge. They loaded 1 ton of ice into 2 small structures on the Vancouver waterfront. One structure was built to the BC Building Code and the other to the Passive House standards. The boxes were then left to sit in the sun for 18 days.
Passive House explained in 90 seconds. Does your house have a heater in the basement or maybe a fireplace? Probably also a central air conditioner or maybe a window unit. Did you ever wonder if it was necessary? In 1991, a physicist in Austria, Dr. Feist, built the first passive house. Here's what he did. 1. Proper insulation. It's just like wearing the right winter jacket, it also doesn't need a heater. 2. No air leakages. There should be no holes, small or large, to let hot air out of the house. 3. No thermal bridges. A thermal bridge is like a road for heating energy in which warmth can travel right through your walls. As a matter of fact, most of our houses have thermal highways in our walls where heat can easily travel to the outside. Plus, the house needs proper windows most of the time with triple pane glass. It needs to be oriented properly so the sun can heat it in the winter and shade is provided in the summer. And it uses an HRV, a device that provides the inside with fresh air without letting the heat out. Add all these things up, and it turns out your house doesn't need a heater or air conditioner. So where does the heat come from? A passive house needs 90% less energy, and that can easily be supplied by your body heat, the sun, your appliances, light bulbs, and even your TV. This saves you a lot of money on your heating bill and helps preserve the environment. Did we make it in 90 seconds?
You bet we did.
Why are people so hesitant to embrace passive design? One thought is that they are scared of ending up with a home like this. Passive House has stereotyped of sacrificing beauty for energy efficiency and is often dismissed as a result. But these homes do not represent the design potential of a passive house. Knowledgeable, professional, and improved technology has changed the way we look at the environment design, and beautiful passive houses are gaining popularity worldwide. Passive House uses 85 to 90% less energy thanks to high-quality ventilation systems, an airtight building envelope, and triple-glazed windows. To reduce thermal bridging, buildings aim to minimize the number of corners and joints, and limit glazing ratios, increasing insulation and strategically placing windows to capture the sun's rays, ensuring the success of a passive house. Passive houses offer many benefits beyond energy efficiency. They are extremely comfortable homes as a result of the additional insulation and airtight envelope. The temperature-controlled, draft-free environment creates an ideal living space, and the heat recovery ventilation system provides superior indoor air quality. Effective insulation also results in a much quieter home, though initial construction cost is estimated to be 10% higher than building to standard code. Reduced energy bills pay this back within the first year, resulting in significant long-term cost savings. Passive houses are versatile and flexible, supporting a wide range of materials and construction techniques. Crossway House is a certified passive house built in 2009. And as owner and architect Richard Hawks explains, the concept was to peel the land up and create an arch that 2 buildings could be nestled underneath. The top floor is made up of a lounge and master bedroom, which has a camera lens that projects out to tell you where the great views are. The Crossway House is the only timber vaulted parabolic arch in the UK and is handmade using 26,000 clay tiles with all locally sourced materials. Now you might wonder, how do they mow the roof?
So-called blower door test measures the air exchanges per hour of a home.
If I was to airtight test a normal house built in, I don't know, my house, which is built in 1912, I'd probably get 10 or 12 air changes an hour. And if I built a well-built modern house, I'd probably get 5 air changes an hour. And in Vancouver, they legislated 3.5 air changes an hour about 2 years ago. So a passive house is 0.6 air changes an hour. It's a whole order of magnitude tighter.
The City of Vancouver has stated that all new homes must be carbon neutral by 2020 and is encouraging Passive House to achieve this goal. Educating professionals and relaxing building regulations for Passive House projects has established the method in Vancouver and continues to encourage its progress. The Heights is a new Passive House residential project in East Vancouver on Skeena Road that is one of the largest of its kind in Canada.
Got a goal by 2050 of being a 100% renewable city. As a result, we're trying to get new buildings to 100% renewable by 2030. And the first step, the first concrete step the city is taking this November 16th, is with a revision to our rezoning policy, where we'll require 50% less greenhouse gases be produced in new buildings that undergo rezoning. So that's most buildings above 6 stories in height will go through the rezoning policy and will be required to reduce greenhouse gases by 50%. So this is a really excellent example of what's possible. This building goes far and above what our new requirement will be, but it certainly shows that it is possible and cost effective to build to. This is the first building that's at the framing stage, so actually framing the walls. There's approximately 200 other dwellings in about 6 projects in Vancouver that are earlier in the construction process, and about another dozen projects that are currently in the planning and building permit phase. So this is the first, but it's the first of many. The city is also building its next fire hall, which is on Clark Drive, to the Passive House standard as well. So we've committed to building all of our new buildings to the Passive House standard.
Passive House is an effective solution, and the City of Vancouver offers resources for anyone who is interested in Passive House design. Let's make Vancouver the greenest city in the world.